Welcome to another episode of Bourbon Saturdays, and this week I decided to take a look at Gremlins, a movie from my childhood that's just always watchable for some reason. I'm not sure why. Despite having seen it more than a dozen times, over my life, I still can enjoy it. There's just something oddly watchable about little monsters running amok around Christmas time, I guess. I don't know if it's just because it's such a switch up from your usual Christmas movie, or if it's because the Gremlins, are from a time of animatronics and puppets, so the effects are just more impressive, so they are enthralling, because, there's something on screen, so, they had to work hard to make it look good, unlike, nowadays with CGI, so it's a lot easier to make, special effects happen, because it's all being done in the computer for the most part, so there's just been a death to, practical effects for a lot of shots, which is a shame because practical effects are probably more enjoyable in a way just because, it requires more effort to be put into it, just making it with your computer. I mean, I understand why they switched, but yeah, it's just more impressive when there's something actually there. You have to work with the limitations you're being given, which is why Yoda was so cool back in the old Star Wars movies. Because the limitations of him being a puppet meant he had to be like an old guru slash sage instead of, a great warrior, so he lended a credence towards, a more spiritual aspect of the Force. Then we had to get to, the Clone Wars. But, yeah, maybe that's part of the, enjoyment of Gremlins, knowing that there's puppets and animatronics running around causing massive chaos, and because, there's something actually there, it's more believable than if they were made in a computer and you realize, like, yeah, these are all obviously fake, digitally inserted creatures. Maybe that's part of the charm. Or maybe it's just the fact that, it's so different from your usual movies that you could call Christmas themed. I mean, I guess you can argue Christmas isn't really the main focus of this Monsters Run Amok Around Christmas movie, but it's hard to say it's not central to the plot, considering, we have Christmas carolers and Christmas songs, and the whole point of Gizmo was he was a gift to Billy for Christmas, So it's definitely a main focus, and you could argue the movie almost has an anti-consumerism message somewhat, considering, the nature of the Gremlins running around basically just consuming everything in sight, as far as food is concerned and stuff, constantly looking for yum-yums and causing chaos in their search. I suppose I might be looking a little too deep into it, considering I usually just laugh at all their crazy antics. I suppose you could argue part of the charm of the movie is the dark nature of its comedy, with the criminals sometimes just whipping out a gun and shooting somebody in the face among their own ranks because they're cheating at a card game or something is like, bam. And my favorite scene in the movie definitely still has to be Mrs. Deagle being launched out a window to her death. Despite the fact, you can argue Miss Deagle didn't really deserve it somewhat, considering, she's just a mean old lady that's just interested in making money. But apparently she scares everyone in the town, despite, being the husband of a person that was arrested for stock fraud or whatever, which is mentioned in the background at one point. So yeah, I don't know. There's just a certain charm to their antics, I suppose. So next time then, see ya.
I'm not ready.